to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. I am ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. You are ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. You are ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. The source video is in the description. It's Dr. Myron Golden. The title of the video is My First Financial Breakthrough. It's a short, a YouTube short. Circulate, share, or use one's Uber referral code. I'm an Uber driver. That's pretty much lightweight, primary, real cash money, but tip. The Intangible Life by Kenyatta Blockman, or Intangible Money by Martin Luther Cartwright. That's living. So I get 22 hours of circulated a week out of nonprofit 501c, of which I'm asking you to send $150. We have 12-step meetings, martial arts, yoga, meditation, and it is a sober house for men. Right? I am ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. So this is kind of like a journal as well. And then Dr. Myron Golden's video, he talks about if you etch this into your DNA, your life will change forever. That's a general statement. But I got to etch this into your DNA, but it was translated into how I've been hearing it from Bob Proctor. Burn this into your mind. A little voice inside my head once said that it's crazy, right? Look, crazy, right? That what's the meaning of life? And then I thought about it: repetition and intensity of emotion in varying degrees. Repetition is the mother of all skill, but daddy only had to tell you once because emotion is intensified. You might spank that tail. Spank that tail. Go spank that tail. Right? And I'm ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easy ways to make a lot. I'm a little sad. Fancy wife, she wanted to go to she wanted to get some screws for the table or take it down and put it in the garage. And I just know those screws gotta be somewhere. So I went through some of the stuff. I've been shifting and moving the stuff in her garage almost since we've been together. Right? I would say 5%, well, 1% of the stuff probably mine or I had something to do with it. All right. And but it's useful stuff, like screws. And I took a video because these videos, 50 videos posted 6 hours apart as a technique to etch this into one's DNA, to burn this into one's mind. That one is actually ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easy ways to make a lot. And dumping everything on the ground and sorting through it quickly and without regret. I'm turning the light on. It's rush hour. It's 5:25 p.m. Friday, November 21st. I'm actually at East 90th and Buckeye Road here in Cleveland, Ohio. And I like this. It's not that cold out. It's 50 degrees. That's pretty warm this time of year. Feel real good too. That's something else. When 50 degrees feel real nice. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. I'm ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. Oop. So one challenge I had today is like this phone is just the battery is low, and I can't use this level of microphone at the same time. So I'm gonna stop this video and plug it in. But also, it sapped up all of the freaking hotspot from my other phone because I was running the hotspot for my other phone for this one because this phone only got 2 gigabytes of data, and it used up all that. So this phone is basically dead in the water. Uh, the cycles start on the 18th. The end of the billing cycle is the 17th, and it's only the 21st. So this phone is useless unless one is at Fancy Wife House or somewhere else where there's a Wi-Fi connection. One deleted the videos that one made when one was in the garage cycling through all that stuff that made one sad. It's like little hardware, screws. I have a hard time consciously identifying stuff. I intuitively know what it is when I'm looking at it and how it could be used, but it's hard to throw away. All that stuff is useful, but it don't make dollars. It don't make sense. It's hoarding. Uh, think about something I learned. I want to go back to drinking alcohol, and it's a lot of things that one gave up that no longer serve one, even in the mindset, such that Uber driving is $20 an hour, hands down. 12 hours maximum in a day. 24 hours a day that I'm able to drive. When I want, how I want, right? Well, not I don't know about the how part, but it's still trading time for money. Not unless you send $150. You can send it to me, or you can send it to the nonprofit. The nonprofit is intangible money. Uh, I'll benefit directly from it to a point. Because when we're low, as far as paying the bills, my Uber driving money go there. I don't have to pay rent as the house monitor or the house manager. I do circulate 22 hours a week there, keeping it up, and people come. You know, it's Friday, so we're of a service to this community, this Buckeye community. But I'm ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easy ways to make a lot. And that is one such thing. Stuff been saving on for future projects, just get rid of it. If one can easily find somewhere to do it, like throw it all in the box, let the Salvation Army sort through it, because they you know, there's somebody, at least some of that stuff is metal. You could have got scrap metal for some of that stuff, right? But it just went to the trash. I think people, come to think of it, even when it hit the dumpster, the trash dumpster, there's people that be at the trash dumpster collecting metal too, and they're making I know people make a little whole. I think they make a whole living off that. I learned that from some of our members with a 12-step meeting. I'm so happy and grateful. Resentment ain't out here no more. Oh, she said, "Don't speak her up." That's what number 42 said. A bunch of people out here now. Maybe I should put the car in the back. It's talking about somebody that's out here got robbed or something. Like, this my block, motherfucker. It is. It is my block.